Sheephead, yes, lots of little sheephead. Occasionally, keeper size here and there. Got to keep your eye out for them with all the little ones in. They're outrunning the big ones, but it's still fun. Occasional trout, decent keepers here and there. Small ones, they have been running slowly. They haven't been all over the place. There's a lot of days people have been coming out, not catching anything, getting discouraged. But there are fish there. Look, I didn't make these up. Either that or I got a great Photoshop. Anyway, look, fishing through March to April Fool's Day this episode. I'll show you what we got into and explain why spring is in the air. So let's get rolling.
What kinds of fish?
That's a sheephead.
Sheephead?
Yeah. That's why they call them sheephead.
Are they good eating?
They're rated here in South Carolina. They rate them with sound. But personally, I don't. They're good though. They're decent eating. But what's better is they're a fantastically fun fish to catch. They really are. They're so tedious. They eat just crustaceans, and they're like the ninja. Half the time you can never even tell they took your bait and they're already gone. He really grabbed that really good. Can I have it back? I'll let you go. Thank you. Flying fish.
Have fun.
Thank you. As you can see, it has been really windy this month, making it really hard to feel these fish bite. Toadfish, maybe? No, sheep. Now, as you can see, the sheephead, like I said, are running small. A lot of youngins around coming in big groups. They all usually hang around the same age group, so you can catch about 10 or 15 of these together around the same size. And hopefully, after you get through quite a few of those, you find a good keeper. But hard to feel them. They're here, and they're going to be on the fiddler crab coming up by the end of this month. All right? Hey guys, you know, Jiggin Jerry here. Well, look at that. The mud minnows are still paying off. Get a real pretty redfish. That's a good looking fish. Nice blue tail. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna get him off of here. I wanna see what size he is, see what they're averaging up. I love these pup drum because they're fun little guys. The big guys I prefer to battle the big monsters, of course, but if you're looking for eater size, these are where the eaters come in. As you can see, he's about right at 15 inches. So I'm going to let him go. And so he can get bigger. And there's no tags on. Oh, now he's got a headache. Take the little guy, Mr. Headache, and let him go. Now, as you noticed, I said mud minnow. I caught him on a mud minnow, but they will hit frozen shrimp, fresh shrimp, and live mullet and cut mullet, and amongst other things, including pinfish. Get small ones, Don. That's what the dolphins are after. Okay, and last but least, spotted sea trout. As you can see, there are small spotted sea trout here and there. They have come in decent sizes on and off, but they've been a little scarce, but you can find them. As you can see here, I'm flipping artificials. They seem to do great on the artificials as well, as long as you have a proper presentation. The mud minnows are doing great as well. I caught a 20-inch on a mud minnow during this episode, and I actually used that clip to show you how I cook my fish in one of my last episodes. Anyway, they are there. You can choose how you want to fish for them, but don't get discouraged if they're not there all the time, because that is why they call it fishing. I had to work hard to find them. All right. Oh, yeah, and flounder. Of course, forgot. This is a clip I used in the same cooking episode that I put up recently. This flounder here I caught during this same time frame. Caught them on mud minnow. They are hitting artificials as well. Don, which is an avid fisherman and a regular here at the Mount Pleasant Pier, caught one on our artificial. So that's about it, guys. All right. Okay, spring is in the air. The fiddler crabs are out. They're on the move. And they're happy. All the animals, the pelicans are crashing into the water, finding the spring fish. The egrets and the heron and the cranes are feeding in the marsh because the food is plentiful. And the sheephead are on these fiddlers because they're out. So, is spring in the air? Let's check it out. Those animals are awesome. Loved every bit of it. It was great. Spring in the air, guys. All right. Well, let's take a moment and see what some other people have got out here. I've got a chance to work with some people, and some people just out here fishing on their own, catching some fish. So let's see what they got. Woo! Yeah, this is Dell's. He managed to find him a little black drum out here. And that's the start of some fish. You know where the small ones are? There can be big ones. Good job, Dale. And this is Valentina. I was showing her off with these sheephead earlier at the start of this episode. And she is catching her own sheephead and having a great time and showing off. Good job, Valentina. And of course you have Don. I showed him off earlier at the burst scene, beginning of this episode. He is no stranger into catching his sheephead here. We just all wish they were bigger ones. Good job as usual, Don. What you got there?
Sheephead.
Is it? That's a sheephead? Are you going to try to catch those?
Yes.
Are you? Who caught that one?
You.
Who's you? Who's you? Say, Jiggin Jerry caught that?
Jiggin Jerry.
All right. You like it?
Yep. First one. Never had one.
That's a nice one, isn't it?
Yep.
Let's see his teeth. Oh. Don't let him give you the kung fu now. He's going to say, whoa. All right. You're going to, you know what the flying fish thing is, right?
Yep.
Well, you take them and you chuck them that way as far as you can and say, flying fish.
You're gonna say, flying fish.
All right. Good job. Let's catch some more.
14 and a half, keeper. But guess what? You know, I don't eat sheephead, so wow, flying fish. Ah, there you go.
I sound like I hurt. And of course, I showed that sheephead in a speed clip earlier, and that was a 14 tossed away. Woo! Okay, March is over. You know, it's April Fool's, and I went into about April 2nd, and I showed you a clip earlier of a boy holding a sheephead that I caught. He was all excited. He wanted to get into sheephead. He wanted to get into trout. He wanted to get into red drum. Well, I helped him out for a little while. He did not give up. Him and his family listened fantastically. And I left about, I say it was about 7:30 that evening. And by 8 p.m., the little boy, his name is Brandon, did a good job and nailed himself a large red drum. Talk about excited, fantastic Brandon. His name is Brandon. Brandon, good job. And here's Brandon's fish. And that's what it's all about. Man, that's fantastic. Well, I'm out here fishing. You know, April Fool's Day popped up while I was fishing out here. And there's another avid angler and a regular that fishes out here named Hal. And Hal loves hot dogs. Loves hot dogs. So, of course, I had to set up a nice little April Fool's for Hal. Check this out, guys. Okay, it's filming, so Hal, you need to see the brand new aerator that I just picked up for mud minnows. It's in the cooler. Check it out.
Is it in here?
No, it's in the big cooler.
You know what? I just stopped and had a hot dog.
I got a whole rotisserie in there. It plugs right in over there by the power supply. Makes hot dogs. Get all the fixings right there.
I'll be there. You know what? I just had a hot
Woohoo! Well, he loved it. I tell you what, we had one heck of a decent lunch. Enjoyed every bit of it. Well, I tell you what, you know the drill by now. If you haven't, tell you what, if you like what you see, look down. There's a subscribe button. It only lets you know when I have more videos available. So, hey, like I always say, good luck out there. Have fun fishing. Take care, y'all. It's getting late. There's a full moon coming. And tide's high, tide's low. It's time for Jiggin' Jerry to go. Bye, y'all.